welcome to the 2020 Virtual Awards Banquet for the Elks Hoop Shoot National Finals. Silence your phones and grab your popcorn. It's going to be a night you won't forget. Here are your hosts, Jim, Debbie, and McKenna.
Welcome to the 2020 Virtual Awards Banquet. With dedication and grit and the support of their friends, family, and the Elks, after the longest season in the program's history, 72 national finalists fought their way here through 4 rounds of competition. They answered every call, met every challenge, and kept winning in a year like no other. The long road to the finals has ended. We have our 6 champions.
We've got 6 champions, but we had 10 perfect scores yesterday. It's unbelievable, which means that for 4 of our contestants, perfect was not good enough yesterday. That contest, like, I didn't know what to expect.
I know.
Right?
It was.
I mean, literally, I didn't know what to
Right,
expect. I
right.
didn't know what the results were. But I mean, like, we were trying to recreate the drama of a hoop shoot contest. And, you know, we've been around the hoop shoot for a long time. I've worked for the hoop shoot for a long time. But I'm also a fan, and I love watching that competition. And yesterday, while we were going through that, it really did, for me anyway, it captured the excitement of a contest.
Yeah, as the fact checker off camera too. And I knew, and I still was on the edge of my seat.
Yeah.
You guys did a fantastic job with that and building the momentum, and it was fun to watch.
It was really, really quite a competition, and a lot of firsts too. I mean, it was a year like no other because of what's been happening up beyond our control, but also because what we saw on the court. 10 perfect scores, that's never happened before at the finals. That's twice as many as our previous record. We'd never had somebody finish in 3rd place with a perfect score. That happened not once, but twice. And we never had somebody finish off the podium with a perfect score, and that happened too. So it was just, the shooting was unbelievable. The 12 to 13-year-old boys shot 95%, which is they missed 15 shots.
It's remarkable. And I don't know about you guys, but I didn't think we were ever going to get to this moment, you know, that we were saying that we have our 6 national champions. It feels simultaneously like it was yesterday and 1,000 years ago, you know? So it has been a long road.
But tonight, we come together virtually to celebrate the 72 national finalists from Hawaii to Maine and all of the volunteers who helped to make it happen.
We should also give a special thanks to our partners for the hoop shoot, especially Kevin Bernzot of Bernzot Capital Advisors, whose generous support allowed us to produce the finals reveal yesterday and also this show for you today.
Absolutely.
Huge
Thank you.
As we all know, the Elks is a volunteer organization, and this program in particular would not happen without the huge support from our volunteers, and this year in particular.
Well, and really, they signed up last year. These guys signed on, and in 2019 for the hoop shoot season, and here we are in 2021. They're still hustling. They all went above and beyond to deliver, to help carry us to this conclusion. And thanks to their hard work, we were able to, do what we did yesterday, which have that reveal program and give everybody some sense of normalcy and try to recreate the drama of a hoop shoot finals.
It truly took a village. I mean, that cannot be underestimated in how we had to rely on our volunteers to get us to the virtual awards banquet here tonight.
Yeah. Right. I mean, as we know, every volunteer is essential, but we want to give a special shout out to all of the state directors who helped tremendously this year.
Not just this year, last year too, when this all started, because we got through all of the state competitions. It was really at the regional level where we ran into trouble. So these folks signed on in 2019 for what they thought was going to be, until April of 2020. And then in March of 2021, we're knocking on doors virtually and asking them to go back to work to help carry us to conclusion. So just an incredible show of support for the program.
Right, absolutely. And some of them, this was their first year. So, they picked up where someone else had left off and, finished it out for those kids, which is phenomenal.
Yeah, it's a real team effort.
Absolutely.
We also have a pretty good crew in the regional level too.
That's right, we sure do. And we're going to talk about them now. The program wouldn't be possible without the leadership of the regional directors and their spouses. Here they are in regional order. Hold your applause, please. Joe and Virginia Basil served in 2020, and Harley and Candy Birchmeyer served in 2021 to help us get Region 1 done. Vern Larson, Tony and Mary Vulgaris, Jeff and Nikki Franklin, Steve and Joan Lucas, Cindy and Dick and Cindy Blinn served in 2020, and then Mike and Sharon Stewart served in 2021. Larry and Betsy Torres, Brandon and Desiree Wilkins, Terry and Angie McMichael, Jim and Karen McNitt, Greg and Tammy Elison, and Lester and Denise Collins. And then as a special note, we all know that the Basils and the Blinns retired in 2020, so our heartfelt thanks goes out to Joe and Virginia and Dick and Cindy for their many, many years of service to this program. We wish them the best of luck.
Yeah, just like we saw at the state level, that the nature of this contest required a tag team effort, right, to get us through.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And throughout the stops and starts of the 2020 season, the Hoop Shoot Oversight Committee has provided guidance and support to the program.
Yeah, let's have a big hand for these guys. The chairman of the committee is Jim Grillo, Paul Helsel, Mike Smith, Lou Sulzberger, and Mike Zellen. We really appreciate the advice, the oversight, the input, the support that you guys give us throughout the year.
Yeah, they were there with us every step of the way.
The Hoop Shoot is funded by the Elks National Foundation, the charitable arm of the Elks. Jim Grillo, Mike Smith, and Lou Sulzberger also serve on the Foundation's Board of Trustees. Thank you to all of you for supporting this great program.
All right, it's been a challenging year, and we want to hear from you, the national finalists, about how you stepped to the line and stayed gritty.
Let's watch.
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Ainsley McWilliams. Hi, my name is Megan. And we're excited because we are both one of the Hoop Shoot finalists. We encourage each other by rebounding for each other and supporting each other in everything we do. Good job, everybody. Good job, Andrew. Good luck to all you opponents. Good luck.
Wow, what a great message from the Mick Williams.
Oh my God, I love them so much. They support one another in everything they do.
Oh, it was precious, and I love those videos that we got from all of our contestants, and it was just nice to hear, what kept everybody going through this really long and hard year.
Having a sibling in the same competition, that's a pretty good motivator too, I would say.
Yeah, I would say so,
exactly.
yeah. And as we all know, the Hoop Shoot helps develop gritty kids all year long. Due to the pandemic, we had to come up with new ways to stay in touch. Last fall, we introduced a new virtual engagement opportunity that mixes both the Elks spirit of volunteerism, grit, and fun. And we call that the Service Scorecard. In fact, studies show that service helps kids, families, and everyone to stay engaged with each other and their communities, especially during social distancing. The April Service Scorecard was a special version only for national finalists, and we have a winner, Alexis won. Congratulations, Alexis. You've won a $100 donation to a local charity of your choice. I'll be in touch with you soon.
The service scorecard was such a lovely way of bridging the gap of being, together with one another and allowing the finalists and families to participate in service on their own time when it was safe to do so. And I just love that. I think Alexis was one of our first finalists that had submitted early in October when we released it. And then when we found out the studies that actually reinforced what we were doing, that just made it so much better, right? The pictures from the kids and the families serving in their communities are just precious, and especially the Grays. Just think of how that brought them together as a family in ways that maybe they wouldn't have done if we didn't offer that as an opportunity. So it was really, really incredible to be able to do that.
Well, for a few years now, through Hoop Shoot Assists, we've been kind of sharing our values with the finalists. Obviously, the finalists and their families are familiar with the Hoop Shoot program, but there may be other aspects of Elkdom that they weren't as familiar with. So we started engaging them in service opportunities during the national finals. Most recently, they were making no-sew fleece blankets for homeless veterans.
Right.
So this was sort of an extension of that, and helped helped our contestants feel connected at a time when they were isolated.
And also got them, in touch with Elks lodges too,
Yeah.
which I think is phenomenal. So it was a chance for them to not only connect with their communities, but with the Elks, with their families, siblings. I loved hearing about it.
Now, as hopefully things start to open up and we start seeing a return to normalcy, are we going to continue the service scorecard? Is that going to go away, or what's the thought?
Yeah, no way. We're going to keep going with the service scorecard. It was such a great response this season, and I think it'll only grow from here, and I can't wait to see it.
It's really an idea that's worthy of the Hall of Fame.
Is it now time for a really special message?
I think it is time for a special message from our friends at the Hall of Fame. Let's watch.
Hi, I'm John DeLeva, President and CEO of the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame, located where basketball was invented, Springfield, Massachusetts. On behalf of the Basketball Hall of Fame, I'd like to congratulate each and every one of you for this year's Elks National Hoop Shoot achievement. Your achievement, winning your regional competition and being a finalist, already makes you Hall of Fame worthy. The Basketball Hall of Fame has enjoyed a long-term partnership with the Elks National Foundation, and this year we are proud to unveil a new kiosk where visitors can explore past boys and girls national finalists and champions of the Elks Hoop Shoot, right here inside the world's finest sports museum. Each finalist or champion can be found along with their photo, info, and record of their score, all on a big, bright, and easy-to-use interactive screen. The kiosk also features interviews and highlights with finalists and champions, all accessible on demand. Once again, congratulations to you, the very deserving finalists, your families, and to the Elks who run this first-class event. We look forward to seeing you soon in Springfield.
The Elks will send all 6 of our 2020 Frank Heist National Champions to Springfield when it's safe to travel there to see their name in lights. And we're also going to try to send 2 of our 2 Getty Powell Award winners to the enshrinement ceremony.
Much like we are celebrating the 2020 conclusion through our virtual awards banquet right now, the 2020 enshrinement ceremony is actually happening in 2 weeks. So that's happening. We're going to get all the plans together for the 2021, and we will go on from there. But how about that spiffy new display?
Yeah, let's hear more about that. We just a much needed makeover to our Elks Hoop Shoot exhibit in the Basketball Hall of Fame.
Yeah, the hall went they had a 2-year renovation underway that.
Well timed, as it turns out, right?
Yeah, they were, I believe, supposed to open in May of 2020. So yes, well timed. Probably give them a little more time to work out some of the kinks, but it is just gorgeous, and I'm so excited to send families there to see the new display, which is going to be adjacent to the Kobe Bryant memorial display.
That's awesome. So it should be a high traffic area.
High traffic area.
That's great.
Exactly.
Yeah. I can't wait to see it in person.
Yeah.
Yeah, we used to talk about how our champions had their names inscribed in the Hall of Fame. No longer the case now in this new world. They're now digitized in the Hall of Fame, right?
You know, we've been around the program for a long time. That might take me a while to.
I can remember when we were actually
transition.
we had the chisel and we would bang out their names, and you would always hope for the kids with the short names would win because it just.
And hearkening back to that peach basket you drew.
Oh, that was quite
for
a drawing.
the reveal.
Yeah.
That was quite a drawing, and for those of our friends who have been to the Hall of Fame before, they know that they actually have the peach basket on display there that Dr. Naismith started the game with.
I'm sure many of our hoop shooters dream of being in the Hall of Fame one day. Now our 6 national champions are. Another person who has some pretty big dreams is our keynote speaker for the banquet. Are we ready to meet him?
Yes, let's do it.
All right, let's watch.
Snap. Here comes the pressure. Pocket starts to collapse, and down he goes. Sacked by Adanaj and Shea McClellan. And one to the right as Rogers extends the handoff right to Cedric Benson. Slow down to the backfield. And on the backside, it's Israel Adanaj. Rams 3 of 12 on 3rd down. They need 4. Shotgun is back. Pocket closes, and down goes Bradford. Second down to 10, Matt Hasselback. Back to throw, deep drop. Here comes pressure. They wrap him up, and down he goes. Back to the 10, it's Israel Adanaj. Here's Schaub, takes, giving right. and the back is absorbed in a cloud of navy blue. Here's the snap. Bradford giving a look left. Bradford with time giving a look right. Now he's out of time, and down he goes. 2nd and 10. In the shotgun, the snap is back to Stafford. He's hit. The ball is out. It's on the ground. It's scooped up by the Bears. Out of the eye. Ponder on the pitch right to Adrian Peterson at the 5. He's hit by Adanaj and stopped at the 1-yard line. Blaine Gabbert, the young quarterback from under center, takes a give to MGB, runs into a wall. Israel Adanaj's that wall. Close snap in the shotgun is quarterback Lindley. Now is hit, wrecked up, and down he goes. Back to the 19-yard line, a sack for the 2nd time today. Snap is back, Kaepernick looking left. Kaepernick is in trouble, sandwich, and down he goes. Stafford now gets it. Stafford being chased by Adanaj, runs out of room, and down he goes. Adanaj gets the Stafford and couldn't get out of it his own way.
Congratulations to all of our 2020 finalists from across the nation, and a special congrats to our 6 national champions. For every champion and finalist, you kept going even when things got difficult, when things got tough. My name is Israel Adanaj. I played in the National Football League 11 incredible years. 10 of those years I played for the one and only Chicago Bears. Bear down. The Elks Foundation, over the last 50 years, have been developing and reinforcing grit through the Hoops Shoot program. This last year has been extremely difficult for all of us. Due to this pandemic, our season ended abruptly, but you kept working, you kept grinding, you kept putting in that work. You showed what it meant to have grit, what it meant to be tough, right? Regardless how hard the situation gets, always remember to keep going. Keep grinding. During my 11-year NFL career, the journey was not easy. I had people that thought that I'd never make it. I had broken my ankle, I broke my thumb, I got cut. Along the way, I had to play positions that my coaches needed me to play. Although I didn't plan on playing those positions, the journey was not easy. It was full of challenges. And what I promise you, just like my journey, your journey is going to have challenges as well. The key to winning, the key to achieving your dream is that regardless of the challenge, you continue to work, you continue to grind, you continue to show your grit. Now that for me just means taking one step at a time, focusing on those things that you can control, continuing to work, learn, push, grind, all right? With that work ethic, I promise you, regardless of the challenges, you can achieve your dream, you can achieve your win. Bear down.
All right, well, that was incredible. And huge thank you to Israel. It's amazing to see what you can accomplish when you dream big.
Yeah, and you actually got a long form interview with him, right?
I did,
Back
yeah.
in March for the April Hoop Shooting the Breeze. That was awesome. He's a great guy, just a great guy. I'm so happy that he was able to join us tonight.
I totally agree. I mean, he is just so motivational, and I just felt like I could do anything after talking to him on Hoop Shooting the Breeze. So.
Dream big.
All right, well, I think it's time to go through the 2020 winners who were announced during the big reveal yesterday.
We've been waiting a long time for this.
McKenna, are you ready to
I'm ready.
walk us through again?
Yes, one more time. All right, we'll start off with our 3rd place winners. So for 8 to 9-year-old boys, we have Brett Saunders, who shot 23 out of 25, shoot off 10 out of 10 from Herkimer, New York, Lodge 1439. For our 8 to 9-year-old girls, we have Kinley Cox, who shot 23 out of 25, shoot off 4 out of 5 from Deer Trail, Colorado, 2307. 10 to 11 boys, Andrew Elwer, 25 out of 25 perfect, shoot off 4 out of 5, Lima, Ohio, 54.
Can I just comment here that Andrew was the first person in the entire nearly 50-year history of the hoop shoot to finish in 3rd place with the perfect score.
It was such a tough competition this
really
year.
was.
I can't believe it. Oh man. And I mean, also shot phenomenally. Our 10 to 11-year-old girl, 3rd place winner, Ellie Whalen. 23 out of 25, shoot off 15 out of 20 from Rutland, Vermont, Lodge 345. And 12 to 13-year-old boys, Braden Holt, another perfect score, 25 out of 25, shoot off 23 out of 25 from Wooster, Ohio, 1346. Last but not least, 12 to 13-year-old girl, Haley Bauer, 23 out of 25, shoot off 9 out of 10 from Oshkosh, Wisconsin, Lodge 292.
Congratulations, everybody. I do have to say, though, I think it's Herkimer, New York. And I'm only saying that because we have a friend named Lou Christie from Herkimer, New
Shout
York.
out to Lou.
So, shout out to Lou.
I'm sorry,
They're not
Lou.
booing, folks. They're saying Lou.
All right, well, without further ado, our second place winners, our runners-up. All right, from the 8 to 9-year-old boys division, Evan Hopkins, 25 out of 25, shoot off 24 out of 25 from Decatur, Alabama, Lodge 655.
So yesterday, 49 out of 50 was good enough for second place. Yeah.
Incredible. Our 8 to 9-year-old girl, Emily Bridges, 23 out of 25, shoot off 5 out of 5 from Hickory, North Carolina, Lodge 1654. Another really tough division, 10 to 11-year-old boys, Samuel Bauer, 25 out of 25, shoot off 19 out of 20 from Nampa, Idaho, Lodge 1389. 10 to 11 girls, Ainsley Mick Williams, 23 out of 25, shoot off 16 out of 20, West Plains, Missouri, Lodge 2418. 12 to 13-year-old boys, Warren Shelton, 25 out of 25, shoot off 24 out of 25, another 49 out of 50 from Florence, Kentucky, Lodge 314. And last but not least, 12 to 13-year-old girls, Addison Fiddler, 23 out of 25, shoot off 14 out of 15, Cass County, Missouri, Lodge 2791.
And if you're just listening to those numbers, the boys' competition yesterday, all three divisions, was incredibly tight, incredibly tough. All three of our second place winners in the boys' bracket had perfect scores.
And they'll be getting some hardware for that.
Yes. As we've talked about, for most, being in the Hall of Fame, it takes a storied and successful career. Our 6 national champions don't have to wait that long. The names of our 6 Frank Highs national champions will be displayed in the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame. The first place winners are, for the 8 to 9-year-old boys, Jackson Ramirez, 25 out of 25, shoot off 25 out of 25 for the perfect 50 from Walnut Creek, California, Lodge 1811. For the 8 to 9-year-old girls, Ellison Graham, 25 out of 25 for Great Falls, Montana, Lodge 214.
As we talked about in the show yesterday, that was the first perfect score in the girls 8-9 division since 2013.
All right, our 10 to 11 boys winner, Tommy Goodell, 25 out of 25, shoot off 20 out of 20 from Utica, New York, Lodge 33. 10 to 11 girls, Kayla Stidham, from 24 out of 25 from Greenfield, Indiana, Lodge 1720. Our champion for 12 to 13-year-old boys, Caden Thompson, 25 out of 25, shoot off 25 out of 25, another perfect 50 from Claremore, Oklahoma, Lodge 1230. 12 to 13 girls, Logan Busby, 23 out of 25, shoot off 15 out of 15 from Durant, Oklahoma, Lodge 1963. Wow.
2 winners from Oklahoma in the 12-13s, huh? Wow, yeah.
I mean, what these finalists have accomplished is incredible. They've practiced for hours, they shot countless free throws, they waited a year to get to this point, and now are among the best free throw shooters in the country.
And I love what you were talking about yesterday, right? Like when you were going into it, especially Jim, not knowing, and you and Christine didn't know, like, was it going to be lower scores because so much time had, lapsed?
Yeah.
Or was it going to be
What we saw, what was the ladder?
25
right?
out of 25,
Yeah.
one after another. So, of course, with these kids and the grit and determination and the perseverance that they have, we should have figured.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. And can you believe it? We have more awards to give out.
Come on.
Even more.
There's
There's more. Our friend Bart Powell was hoping to join us today for the banquet to present the awards named for his father, Getty, the first national director of the Hoop Shoot program. But best laid plans don't always work out. So it is our honor to announce the Getty Powell Award winners. Ellison Graham, representing Great Falls, Montana, Lodge 214 in the girls 8 to 9 contest. Our only perfect score. Wow. And representing Claremore, Oklahoma, Lodge 1230 in the boys 12 to 13-year-old division, Caden Thompson.
The most perfect of the 9 perfect scores.
Yes. Yeah. It was truly down to the wire for those. Right. Yep.
So those 2 are our best overall shooters, right? The Getty Powell Award winners.
Yep. Well, it's interesting you say the most perfect of the perfect, because given that all 3 boys did shoot perfect 50 out of 50s in their national finals contests, we had to use our second round of tiebreaker, which is going to pass scores. So we determined that Caden was the winner based on his regional score.
Higher regional score, makes sense. Otherwise, we could still be shooting.
Yes.
Given
The longest contest in history
Right,
would
it was
still
already
be
long
going
enough.
on.
It was already long enough. We needed to deploy the second tiebreaker.
But huge congrats to both Caden and Ellison. Really great performances. And next up, we have our Emil Brady Award, which is named after the program's second national director and awarded to any finalist who scores a perfect 25 out of 25. This year, we have a record number. There are 10 this year.
You know, there are a lot of years that there were 0, so it's incredible. 10.
We're just skewing the numbers.
Yes, we are.
Well,
The
it's
average
still a
is
0, but there's a 1 in front of that 0.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
All right, I will list them off here in age category. So first off, we have Jackson Ramirez, our champion from boys 8 to 9. Evan Hopkins, our second place winner from the boys 8 to 9 division. Ellison Graham, our champion for the girls 8 to 9. Tommy Goodell, our champion from boys 10 to 11. Our second place winner from boys 10 to 11, Samuel Bauer. Our third place winner from boys 10 to 11, Andrew Elwer. Our third place winner from boys 12 to 13, Braden Holt. Our champion, Caden Thompson from boys 12 to 13. And Evan Rossetti, our fourth place winner from boys 12 to 13. And finally, Warren Shelton, the second place runner-up from boys 12 to 13.
Talk about last but not least.
Yeah, that's unbelievable.
You know,
And
it's
record
also,
scores.
it's,
We may never see that in person.
right, and it's kind of a bummer that Bart isn't here because he would have freaked,
Yeah.
right?
Because he would. There's no chance that he would show up at our finals with 10 Emil Brady's. Like he might bring 5 and think he's overdoing
No,
it.
well, that's kind of really how I remember the 5, I think, from 2016, because I think he brings like 3, like thinking
That's enough.
that's a lot.
3's a lot. Like I'm
He's
probably
like,
not going to
there are
need 3.
5.
Yeah.
No, there are 10.
Yeah.
So, are we done with awards yet?
We have one more.
All right.
All right.
Well, I can talk about the Kronk Award. This one's special to me. I worked very closely with Cam and Linda Kronk. Cam actually started as national director about the same time I started as national director of the Elks National Foundation. This award is named for Cam and Linda, and fittingly, it is a team award because they were a fantastic team guiding the hoop shoot for many years. We awarded to the region with the highest overall score, combining the totals of the 6 finalists from that region, and we're talking about regulation score, not shoot-offs. And this year, your winning region, with a combined 139 shots made out of 150 regulation attempts, region number 9. Regional Director Terry McMichael, Angie McMichael, and their team, state directors and finalists, congratulations to all of you guys.
Yeah, congratulations.
So cool. As we have finally been able to close the book on the 2020 National Finals, we can't help but look forward to 2022. We hope that we can welcome many of you to Chicago next year. However, we know some of you won't be able to join us. We'd like to take a quick moment to say goodbye to the great competitors who will be too old to compete in the hoop shoot after this contest, which is the whole category of the 12 to 13-year-olds.
Yeah, again, due to the nature of the year.
Yes. And aging out of this program is just the beginning of your possible relationship with the Elks. We hope you and your families will stay in touch with your local Elks Lodge, and some of you have grown up with this Elks program. Your lodge can give you a chance to give back, like with a service scorecard. Look for other ways to help your Elks help their communities, like serving veterans. When the time comes, you can also apply to be a member of the Hoop Shoot Alumni Advisory Board, the BAC Board, which is made up of past national finalists, 18 and older. They join us each year for the Hoop Shoot National Finals and serve as volunteers, leaders, and role models to the 72 national finalists. But if you're too old to compete and too young to serve on the BAC Board, we have another option. The Rebounders, which is the group of Hoop Shoot alums that have the opportunity to stay involved by serving at their local lodge, district, state, and regional contests. And when you give back through the Elks, it really makes you feel like a champion.
Right. So it's not like we're saying goodbye. We're just saying, see you at the next phase, right? Stay involved, please.
Absolutely, yeah. As we've mentioned, 2022 is a big year for the program as it marks the Hoop Shoot's 50th anniversary as a national program.
We are going to deliver a gold medal national finals for a golden anniversary. On April 30th, 2022, 72 national finalists will toe the line at Wintrust Arena, a new, beautiful, state-of-the-art 10,000-seat facility in downtown Chicago. And we are hoping to fill many, many of those seats with fans who are as passionate about the Hoop Shoot as we are.
Yes, we're going to pack that place.
Yeah, cannot wait.
We are bouncing back strong in 2022, but as we've talked about, the fact that we're here tonight celebrating 72 finalists who got to toe the line wherever it was that they were able to do that safely, and to be able to actually close the books on 2020 is really something that we should all be proud of, but we are mostly proud of the 72 national finalists.
The 2020 Hoop Shoot contest is suspended no more. It's now over. Best wishes, everyone.
Best wishes.
Best wishes.